excuse me. Pardon moi. Yo. What's happening? Oh. What time you go to work? Oh, yeah. Yeah, 'cause she's not starting till 3. I was gonna say, you can come here or I'll bring you a plate and shit. But they not starting till 3. What time you get off?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field.
Damn, you working 12, 13 hours?
Scoring on team in the league.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Wait a minute. That's 11 hours?
We start week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's a long day. Shit.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Damn.
And this will be a
they balling like that. They throwing that overtime out like that shit. You gotta take that shit.
So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Yeah, you better save that money, yeah. Hell yeah.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. Yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough job to contain them.
On play action, they'll throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it.
Yeah, so I was talking to this dude yesterday about the Voc rehab. I need to go ahead and get on it, man. I've been bullshitting. He was getting his in New Hampshire, so you know it's basically where you live at, but I mean it ain't that far off. He was getting, they pay for all your supplies, your books, your computer, all that kind of stuff, right? And then he was getting the $1,200 a month, as long as it's in school. Like that's a free $1,200. That's the remember I told you when I got past 30% that then I was eligible for the vocational rehab. So it's going back to school. So they pay for all the books, the computer, pay for the courses, everything, and you get $1,200 a month check while you're in school. So if you so you won't be getting that during the breaks or anything like that, but shit. 100. Can make that work, man, for real.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time.
Talking about the few things, and he brought that up. I was like, yeah, because I've been wondering about it, and I knew I've been eligible for I guess, for a year now, or whenever that I got the increase and stuff, but and I was always just putting it off. I'm not putting nothing else off now, man. Whatever come up first will come up, whether it be the job or it be the Voc rehab.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
That's 1,200. Could just go in and just stay in the bank.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
At least a G.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by the length of the football.
That's nothing.
First
I mean,
down.
that's easy, too
I
easy.
know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now to have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. C.J. Mosley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And some room to roam now. The 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Let's go. Leopard.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Touchdown. A Great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And that makes it 14-10.
Oh, boy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. They run a draw here on second down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game which way you're calling it. But the strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Let's go.
When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something that broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right? You tell me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go.
They're going to try and throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that leads to a Philadelphia first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Here we go. Green.
to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Not an actual player. No chance at all. Wait.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Chris Wormley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they're operating in the red zone.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
All right, here we go.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And it's a fumble. And the Eagles have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who caught it and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because
they're probably going to win that. Oh, my God.
Not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. It's Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go. Blue 90.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come to halftime, and before we could even
you put
hear
some?
from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A nice gain of 21
What are you making
yards.
now?
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A swing pass caught. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first.
Got him.
He's taken down.
Got him. Good job, Hodge.
The beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. And sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patrick. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from them.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! A big play there, 78 yards, and the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Nowhere with that, buddy. Nowhere.
2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage.
All they did was put the play on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's holding, man.
He'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 12 yards
Come
to
on.
pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there for a milestone sack, number 150 in his great career as he continues to climb the all-time leaderboard.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
He's not calling the right plays for y'all.
Want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down. That's time. And he's going to take
Oh,
this
yeah,
one
he's
up
calling
only to
terrible
about the
plays.
44-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
They were actually in this game for a minute.
Out now. He's been
Did you make the glaze?
Yes.
What'd you make?
Brown sugar, honey, and a little bit of soy and butter.
Not Worcester?
No.
Nothing at all. Soy is fine. Yeah, Worcester more for beef anyway, so that's fine. Go ahead and get this game over with. Over with, Jehovah Wits. That's my new name, Jehovah Wits.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you.
That was about to be a hell of a run right there.
Not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation.
What? Come on, man.
Picked off at the 30. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catching.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. 57 Mike. Mike 57.
The play clock's running down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They have the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get to the end zone as well.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Oh, boy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3.
No, I didn't. I was waiting to see when did it start.
Take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be in on that.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And
I was hoping he would tell. I thought about it the other day, and I was like, well, nah, he ain't gonna tell us this. I mean, like jump, you know, make a party just to tell us about a global event. So I was like, I probably need to get on there and check. And sure enough, that was just like 2 days ago, maybe yesterday. I was thinking about that.
But you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now back to throw. Finding some room at midfield. And he slides to avoid the hit. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Come here. Wait a second, please. Come here. Oh. God damn it. Damn it, damn it. No, don't worry about it. I get it. Just give me a towel. Grab me a towel. No, not a paper towel. A towel. I'll get it. Can you stand on that for a second? Come right out. Kind of warm in here. All right. I mean, I don't know.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Patrick. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 14. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll set up to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 20.
Ray Davenport. That's what I'm talking about.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Woo!
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 23 yards on the play.
I I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock.
You know, it's the holidays, so it's probably like kids over people's houses and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chris Wormley in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Shit, I do. Yeah, I'll run through a wall. I don't care. I love it. Make up when I'm in the lobbies with them. I'm in the lobby with them damn niggas who get paid to play duty and shit. Makes up for that.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Back to throw here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And they'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He'll look to throw.
Oh.
Pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it.
What are you playing?
It was contested all the way. Would have been a great
Yeah,
play if he'd been able to hold on.
I can't.
Offense walks to the line.
I'm thinking about getting in front of the red box though for a couple of days.
They'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, I had the lane.
That's running out
I think.
of steam.
Oh.
Get there. He left it just short. No good. And this
The Ravens suck. That made me mad. That just made me mad. Oh, he got the fitting. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Yeah, that's good. Damn good. It's a solid performance. Are you making macaroni and cheese?
I am.
I'm about to say I didn't see any. I was about to get.
Started making it.
I was about to get upset.
I definitely would not let that fly. There's no way in the world.
No, they got one I want. Where was that TV? Where was that 4K HD? That was Target.
That's tonight though at 6. You know they're gonna be going. People already sitting out there now.
For, for
I believe people are sitting out there right now.
how much is the TV?
199.
No, not you. How much is it, Alex? Yeah, 'cause Target got the 55 inch 4K Ultra HD for 200. It ain't like a Sony brand or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just what was it? What was it? Element or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's
Hmm. Yeah, they're gonna be acting a fool. Sure. Mhm. Mhm. It's a little complex. It's a whole, So when you get to Walmart, then you get the cleaners and the damn Little Caesars and all that other shit come along with it. Yeah, it's like ain't it like right down the street from that middle school, Alex? It's like it's not. Yeah, it's right on that main road going into Rayford Road or whatever. Where that middle school is at, I guess. wish I would have caught me one doing that. Yeah, they do. That's some funny shit right there. Ah, shit. I probably would have died laughing if I heard that in real life. Girl, you ain't did nothing.
Wow, my back is killing me.
I did most of the work. Man, I took the turkey out of the fridge and defrosted it.
You did it. That was really important step. As soon as I got up, it was ready. Perfect.
No, I can't right now. Yeah, that ain't my fault though.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh no, hell no, not around. No,
Both came away with wins a week
not around that.
And know it should be a good battle today. It's the Eagles going up against the Buccaneers. So now let's head on over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa to welcome in our announcing crew. Davis.
Larry, it's something that Floridians are all too familiar with as the rain continues to fall here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Just a minute ago, it was Jameis Winston leading his Buccaneers out of the tunnel. They're on their feet here in Tampa as the Bucs get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club.
What time them games come on?
So they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every
Which one is
phase.
first?
Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Right, yeah, really, like, shut up.
Winston now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Yeah, I ran into a nigga that was a Giants fan, my man yesterday. He just all smiles. I'm like, dude, so you happy about what another team did to the Eagles? Like, we beat y'all and we play y'all this week, so don't get too happy, you know, about it. You're just smiling from ear to ear.
When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Well, the fact that we don't have any DBs helps out a lot, too, for them in that situation, because we have none. Malcolm Jenkins is the only starting DB left. So
2nd and 10 here.
Me too.
Jameis again. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, there was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
Yeah, I wore my shit the day after we got blown out. I wore it on purpose because I didn't get to wear anything game day because I wasn't at home. All right, we lost 48 to 7. It's cool. I wore my shit on purpose next day.
And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Set now to kick this one away.
They're gonna be like, sorry, what happened to your team? The nigga over there protecting the white broad. Something like he said. I can't even remember what I said after that. I kept it cordial because we ain't talking about what happened before. We ain't going in the past. We talking about football, whatever. You know. All right. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen you in any jersey, a hat, T-shirt, nothing. I ain't seen you with nothing, but you know I'm an Eagles fan though. But it's cool, ain't it?
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
It's all good.
The big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
The Eagles been in way worse situations than this before, so
what the man next to them is going to do
unfortunately.
at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Oh, come on!
It's a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll drop the throw. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips.
Right,
and this one winds up getting intercepted.
To the 40 and no further. The razzle
I think about it. I think about it.
Extra on the play. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 19 carries, 78 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line.
Ray Davenport.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Really
I'm also
good
get my
pick
nigga Ray Davenport back in the game.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's
something burning over there,
with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Letting one go deep for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
These Bucks over here whooping my ass right now. I don't like this too much.
Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Try to find a lane.
Can you bring me another one of those when you come this way?
And no more.
Are you getting ready to come back over here?
It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run again with Hunt. Slipped one.
Yeah, I don't like that. You shouldn't be at that. I don't like that.
Behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Off the play fake, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary.
Please. Thank you so much. I don't need you standing over me.
I'm gonna do whatever I want, and you just gonna agree to it.
That's not gonna happen. Come on, move. You're in my way.
Move, you're in my way. That's what we say now?
No, but you are in my way.
Say, Big Daddy, please decide for me.
You are really. You think I'm gonna say that?
I can make you say Big Daddy.
You can't make me do shit.
I can't make you say it. I can make you say it. Remember that. Remember this conversation right here.
Okay.
I don't even like that kind of stuff, Big Daddy and nothing like that. I was just joking around. But now that you so adamant about you not saying it, I'm gonna make you say it. Might just make you call me Big Dog.
Sound crazy.
Yeah, I like that better. Big Dog. Mm-hmm. I'll make you say Big Dog instead. I don't know about no dream world. So you don't think I can make you say that?
I don't.
You don't think there's no circumstance that may come up where I can make you say
No.
Big Dog?
No.
Okay. I don't know why women always like to. It's all good. You're gonna find out. That's a challenge anyway. I know that's what y'all do. Y'all like to say stuff you don't believe just to get a reaction out of a nigga. It's cool. Big Dog understands.
When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right?
I don't know who Big Dog is. I'm Big Dog.
Contest on third down to bring up fourth. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 36.
Oh no. We mess around and lose this game.
Following a 42-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 66 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got to run it.
Oh, this joystick is terrible, man.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with a ball.
Excuse me.
Number 2. They'll face a third down conversion
Pardon
attempt
moi.
here, 3rd and 3. Looking to throw.
Oh wow, it just drop back. Okay. We gotta change something around here, y'all.
And it'll be a loss of 7.
This ain't looking good.
Just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Winston. And that is incomplete.
Come on, y'all.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive
What else you got to
line,
make?
they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try to knock one away,
love stuff.
it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as
What's
well.
a gunship?
The Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
I'm saying, yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's the vaguely.
Offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that
I don't think I've ever reached that. I played Modern Warfare 2, but I don't think I ever reached the level to be able to. You know.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Steps away to his... And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that. And when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They run again with Hunt, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Have to think about some misdirection or something to try to get him away from the ball.
And a catch right side by Evans. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
To throw is Winston. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in.
Get beat down over here.
Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after here coming up. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown.
Why do you keep asking me if I
put
can
it in the
smell
end zone.
stuff?
They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
I smell smells. I don't know everything I'm smelling at the moment.
Here in the second quarter. The completion good for 3 and it's second.
Yeah, I guess that is it. It smells sweet.
Second down, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Winston now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Barnett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
These damn tight ass dudes off.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Wow, you really dropped that, dude? You really dropped that?
The clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
You really dropped that?
Like defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half.
Damn, son.
They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And an alley to run. He's at the 30. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon for the Meadowlands. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight.
Motherfucking Bucks out here whooping my ass. I can't even believe that.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Oh, yeah, they out here whooping my ass. This ain't cool.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception.
My quarterback.
Navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
We got to come out running. Second half.
He'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On the run, this is Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down. That's Hunt. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the 2nd half. This one taken from the 7. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the 2nd half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's what.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
That ball all the way down the field. Threw 4 picks in the first half.
And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in.
Right.
They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. A first down throw for Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean,
Ray.
Definitely goes to the defensive
That was Ray Davenport.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And the Giants have extended their lead. Odell Beckham playing well. He's a catch or 2 away from a 100-yard afternoon. Jameis now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Smells good.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the
it definitely smells good in here.
Time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. We'll see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable here from the 38. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a very...
What? Why would you be... What the hell? Mom too. Who is that?
point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to make it fourth down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. A nice little juke. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herring. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Looking to throw. Herring. And Jeffrey's got it. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on 1st down. Herring. Dancing to his left. That's some strong running. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Back to throw. Herring. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him.
Yeah, it was.
But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's...
Vanessa, relax. Lord have mercy. Never mind. You know, I was getting ready to say something. It might come off all that great, so I ain't even gonna say it, but.
Front down at the 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Here we go. Green, 39.
2nd down, goal to go from the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Oh, this is blocked.
That's some bullshit. Come on, man.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Okay.
He's at the 40. Past the 20.
This game is full of crap. I don't understand it.
To the end zone, and that's 2 points.
I don't.
Here's where team football
that's
gets
terrible.
tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call, because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Winston.
Where's the late flag? It gotta be on me. Gotta be on me, because it's late.
In the backfield. Let's get the call.
Okay. I'll take that. Oh. We're going to decline
And they
it.
will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got Evans. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Need a turnover. Come on. Get the ball. No, that's not a catch.
And a nice job there of keeping
that is not a catch, man.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He'll look to throw. Evans has it left side. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Good job. Good
And
job.
now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on third and long. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. That goes for a gain of 31. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They run with Hunt, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On third down, that's Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one
They cheated
remaining
me
in
so
this
bad
fourth
on
quarter
that.
play.
Oh, that was so terrible.
And Zerline's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, now then, it's a big kick
Terrible.
right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jihad Ward in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Looking to throw on second down. Herring. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Looking to throw. Herring. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. On first and 10. Herring. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
I took the time.
They'll bring him down at the
That's-
18-yard line.
That's. Oh,
Because they were in field goal range.
Okay.
Could have won it with a field goal. Elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was, and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key because they're going to be asking Coach, Why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
So for the Buccaneers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.
I'll be right back.